Ṣá wọlé náà jọ.
Hello, good morning, everyone.
I see Raining Word. Good morning to you too. I see Mercy Olugu, Yusuf Idowu, Ochala Loki, Fatoyinbo Olaniwaju, Michael Ama, Elijah, Vikilo, Mr. Daniel, good morning. Oluwatosin, Emmanuel Mills, good morning, sir. Larry Sulaiman, good morning, sir. Ladineji Atinike, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Rashid Babatunde Malik. You're welcome, Saz and Maz. All right. Yeah, thank you, everyone. Good morning, and you're welcome. All right. So good morning, everyone. Good morning, traders. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, gentlemen. I hope we're doing very well today. It's a great new week once again, and I believe the new week has been great so far. This is morning market review. Chinedu Osaji from Masaba. Thank you for joining us. Good morning. So this is morning market review, and you're just joining for the first time. We do this every morning from Monday through Friday. And during these sessions, we get to look at what's going on in the markets. Also, with a view that we'll also be able to pick a few entries and trade ideas for today and also throughout the week. So you get to meet with our analysts. I see Aneko Udo, Aneko Unse. Okay. Good morning, sir. Thank you for joining us from Port Harcourt. So like I said, or was saying, holds every Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. So you meet with different analysts every day. And with this, we also believe that when you listen long enough, you'll also be able to come up with your own strategies out of the several strategies that we look at on a daily basis. Eventually, you have your own strategy that gives you an edge over the market. That's what trading is all about, trying to find that edge where you'll be able to beat the market time and time again. Good morning, Mary Chinyere of Kapog. Good morning, Ma, I believe. So usually we start with Forex Factory, the preferred economic calendar to see the important news and events that may impact price for today. I checked earlier. I don't think we really have much, but let's see. So I'm going to quickly switch to forexfactory.com. Just a second. Forexfactory.com. What do we have? Okay, let me share screen now. Okay, so up now I have forexfactory.com, and I believe you can now see my screen. Today is Tuesday 27th. Okay, right there. Okay, let me do this login. Okay, so what do we have? I believe all eyes will be on this 3 p.m. news for the dollar. That is CB Consumer Confidence. CB Consumer Confidence. That's 3 p.m. That's Conference Board Consumer Confidence. And this particular news, that we expect by 3 p.m. It's an index that measures how consumers feel about the economy, how consumers feel about jobs, uh, and even spending, how consumers feel about all of this. And it can be a really helpful uh, index in predicting sudden shifts in consumer behavior or consumer patterns. And again, since consumer spending accounts for about two-thirds of the US economy, it also gives us an insight about the direction of the economy. So what it simply means is that in layman terms, happy consumers are more likely to shop, travel, and keep the economy strong when you are happy consumers. And then on the other hand, unhappy consumers too become protective of their wallets, which could also be very bad for the economy. So we're very much interested in this 3 p.m. news. And the way we're going to treat it, actual, you see it, usual effects, actual greater than forecast is good for the currency. Okay. So by 3 p.m., all eyes will be on the actual results to know whether the US dollar is going to have some strength or not based on the outcome of the news by 3 p.m. Okay. Um, talking about USD, talking about USD. If you look at the US economy, there's been some things happening, and since we got the NFP data for July in August, it was first Friday in August 2nd to be precise. Job growth came out at I think it was around 114,000. And that particular outcome was a lot lesser than the expected value. The expected value was around 170,000, but it came out at 114,000, which was really weak. Unemployment rate too kind of ticked higher. Initially it was 4.1%, and then it grew to 4.3%. That's like the highest value since as far back as 2021, I believe, if I'm right. And then again, when we got CPI data around middle of August this month, there was also an uptick in inflation, about 0.15% increase, meaning that in a way, inflation has been tamed to some extent. If you look at the year-on-year value that came out at that time, it came out at 2.9%, which is much better because it used to be 3%. So all of this, you can see how badly it has affected the dollar. If you have been following the chart, you'll see that the dollar has been in a free fall since all of these significant announcements. And looking at the job numbers, companies are not hiring. That's what it means. It has increased. Unemployment rates. And inflation too, as companies are not hiring, inflation has gone down to some extent. So as it is now, the Federal Reserve is expected to start cutting interest rates. And this may likely be in September. And speculators, traders, analysts are already pricing in this rate cuts. And that has also contributed to the free fall that we see in the dollar. That's also contributed to the free fall that's been aggressively bearish. And if you look at pairs like the euro dollar, the pounds dollar, they have been bullish. So now let's see what this translates to on the chart. So I'm going to switch to forexfactory.com now, so we can have a better view of some of these things. What happened here? Okay. Just a second. I'm trying to bring up MT4. Okay. Oh, fantastic. All right. So let's start from here. And this is the dollar index. This is the dollar index. One can easily start from here to understand the direction of the dollar. Okay, before I proceed, please, is the audio fine? Are you hearing me clearly? So I'm sure we're on the same page, so I can continue. All right, thank you very much. I just needed that because there's been awkward silence when I was talking about Forex.com. All right, thank you very much for the feedbacks. All right, so this is dollar X. This is the dollar index. Usually I like to start from here to understand the direction here, and then I can easily relate this to the major pairs, that is pairs with USD as one of the currencies. Okay, so based on all of those significant announcements that I mentioned earlier while we were on forexfactory.com, uh, it has negatively impacted the dollar index, and that's why we see this bearish move. That's why we see this bearish move. And as it is right now, it has now found support at 100.5. Last week Tuesday, when we had this session, I think it was around 101.5. Was around 101.5 at the time. Let me see. That was 20. Okay, this candle was the last week Tuesday candle. Okay, so it was on that Tuesday, that is last week, that we got this break below 101.5. We got this break below 101.5. We got a fantastic retest back at 101.5, and then price pushed lower. So as it is right now, it is now at another support level at 100.5. At 100.5 currently. If you look back, you will see how 100.5 also impacted price, acted as support here, where my cursor is right now. You see 100.5. If I continue to go back, I'll see more touches, more confirmations at 105. Okay, so even though we know that the dollar index, that the dollar currently is bearish, it's still not a good time to short the dollar. Still not a good time to short the dollar because it is now sitting at support. It is now sitting at support. So two things right now. Number one is that we see a correction back towards 101.5. This used to be resistance. So it's possible that at this point, we see a correction back to 101.5, which used to be support, now resistance. And then from that point, price pushes even lower from there. That's one case. And the second approach would be that price breaks below 100.5, If we get a retest back at 100.5, fantastic. And then we now see a push towards the next support at around 99.6. Now see a push towards 99.6. Okay. So that would be what I would be looking out for on the dollar index. So again, this is what I said. Currently, price is sitting at support at price level 100.5, highlighted with this horizontal line. So two things. Number one, we get a push back to 101.5, which was initial support, now turned resistance, and then price push lower from there. Or at this current price level, we see a break below this support at 100.5, and then price continues to push lower towards 99.6. Now, for my bias here to change to bullish for the dollar index, I need to see a break above that resistance. I need to see a break above 101.5 level. I need to see a break above that before I turn bullish on the dollar index. Okay, so what does that mean for the euro dollar and the pounds dollar? Let's check right about now. No, sir. You may have to check your end. I don't believe it's breaking. Please check your devices to be sure that it's solid. Network Adebola, network delayed your joining. Okay. You're still quite early. We talked about forexfactory.com, looked at the news, and now we are on the dollar index, looking at the technicals. Okay. Thank you, MC, for the confirmation. Thank you, Pato Imbolan. Thank you, Saz. All right. So moving on to the euro dollar, moving on to the euro dollar, moving on to the euro USD. All right. So, of course, you see that this is an inverse of what we saw on the dollar index. The dollar index has been bearish, and then euro dollar has been bullish, which is expected anyway. Okay, so what it also means is that because it is bullish, we're looking for opportunities to buy. We're looking for opportunities to buy. And then it recently broke above this resistance at price level 1.1140. Price broke above that level. So what it also means is that this level is now acting as support, And again, what that also means is that as long as price stays above this level, then we can expect to see further push to the upside. Now, here, looking at the monthly time frame, I was looking at the chart, I think it was yesterday, and then I went to the monthly time frame to even see what has been happening. And then I saw this channel. You can see this descending channel anyway. You can see how much price has been moving within that channel as far back as 2005, as far back as 2005. Of course, this is more of a long term. And we won't, of course, not be trading on the monthly time frame. It's just to even understand what is happening. So you see how much price has respected this channel, resistance, support, and on like that, up until even this period here still acted as resistance. So in my opinion, I believe price will continue to push higher and then maybe retest that same channel in the coming days or weeks. That's what I believe would eventually play out for the euro dollar. But just because we see this doesn't exactly mean that it's going to happen like that. So heading over to the daily time frame now, and even 4 hours, and then 1 hour. Okay. So here we have the 1 hour time frame. We have the 1 hour time frame because we want to look for opportunities right now. Okay. So you see here acting as support, here resistance, price recently tested that support again, and now is heading towards resistance, Let's take 30 minutes. Okay, so 30 minutes is giving us a bullish engulfing candle. All right. So what it means is that at the end of this 30 minutes, at the end of this 30 minutes, which will be in about 3 minutes, at the end of this 30 minutes, if we get this as bullish engulfing, then we may see a push back towards that resistance. We may see a push back towards this resistance. And then a break above the resistance would further confirm the strength. Would further confirm the strength. So in about 2-3 minutes, we get a good reversal pattern here. We may expect price to continue to push higher. And then if we now get a close above that trend line, above this trend line resistance, then we can expect price to continue to push higher from that point. Laisi, you're welcome. You're just joining. Sam, you're welcome. Abiodun, okay. I'm going to drop it before the end of this session. All right, so that's it for the euro dollar. That's it for the euro dollar. The pound dollar, you can see, very similar to what we have on the euro USD. Very similar to what we have on the euro USD. Again, here we're also looking for opportunities to buy. And price is now breaking above this trend line resistance. Now, currently breaking above that trend line resistance. So we may see a retest of that resistance as support, and then price pushes higher from that point. Okay. Quite interesting. All right. What else do we have? That's euro dollar, that's pound dollar. I see euro cards, and I also have euro card here. Okay, euro card. What's happening on euro card? Let's see. Yeah, for the euro card, it's quite interesting. It's been caught between two forces. On one hand, the euro has shown significant strength against the dollar, like we saw on the euro dollar chart that was up earlier. And then on the other hand, the Canadian dollar too has also gained considerable grounds across board. This is mostly due to the weaker dollar, because dollar has been weak. Okay, so the euro card, the technicals here are what watching, are what worth looking at. Okay, so this trend line since the beginning of August, I believe, you see how price has respected this point multiple times. And this is especially for who? Let me see. MC, especially for MC. Pounds JPY, pounds card. Okay. So you can see how much this trend line has impacted price at this trend line support. One point here, the other one, even here, right here. And then recently we got a break below that trend line. We got a break below that trend line, which is quite significant. So as it is right now, what I expect now that price is below that trend line, I can expect that we get further push to the downside, So what the last confirmation that I need here is to now get a break below this support. I get a break below this support. Now this bearish candle is really long. This bearish candle is really long. If you are trying to catch it, may be quite difficult. Now this is 1 hour. This is 1 hour. Let's see it on 1 hour and even on 30 minutes. Okay. All right. So this is 30 minutes. This is 30 minutes, and we see more of a sideways movement. We see more of consolidation. Price has been sideways. Price has been sideways. So what we need to see here, like I said, is for price to break below this support level here, or continue to go up back to this resistance, and then we see price push lower from that resistance. So two things I'm looking at for here on this chart for EuroCAD. Number one, price push back to the resistance there at around 1.5080, or and then I take my shots from there depending on the patterns that I see, or price break below support at 150 30 at around that price level. That's it for EuroCAD. That's it for EuroCAD. All right. So we have pounds card. We have pounds card. Okay. Again, if you look at pounds card, this too has been bullish. It's been bullish. You see, it has been bullish. This is an ascending channel. Okay. So let's look at our points. So price retested the trend line support here, and then price pushed higher from that point. Let me try to extend this a little bit. Okay. So for this, I want to be looking for buy opportunities on retracements. I want to be looking for buy opportunities on retracements. This is daily. So let's head over to 1 hour. All right. So on this 1 hour time frame now, this is the most ideal point to enter a buy at this support, 1.77730. This is the best point to take a buy trade for pounds card. Now, if you're already in a buy trade for this, that's okay. You can continue to expect further push to the upside. Now, if you are looking to join, if you are looking to now join the buy here, number one, you may want to wait for maybe a retracement back to the support level, back to the same price level at 1.77730. And then you take your buy from there, which may present another buy opportunity, or from the current level, price continues to push higher and then break above that resistance, And then that's another approach to it, to go long for pounds card. Okay. Pound JPY. Pounds JPY. Okay, for pounds JPY, I remember I was telling us that what we had here, I think it was last week Tuesday. What we had here was a shallow pullback, and then we may see the main one exceed to maybe 50.0 or even 61.8. And I believe this is currently playing out now. Okay, you see it currently playing out. We may see price continue to push to this 50 retracement level on the Fibonacci tool, or even 61.8, or even 61.8. So let's see it on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, this is what it looks like on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, currently now close to this resistance. Now close to this resistance. So if you're looking to join this trade, you're looking to go long, of course, I've pointed it out on the daily time frame. What we have after this aggressive sell-off, we're now beginning to see some correction. We're now beginning to see some correction. And this correction that we see may extend all the way to this 50% level on FIBO or 61.8 golden ratio on FIBO. Okay. So what it means is that we want to be looking for opportunities to buy. We want to look for buy opportunities. So one, it's already close to this resistance that we have here. It's already close to this resistance. You see it here. You see another point here. You see another point right there. So ideally, you may want to wait for price to break above the resistance, and then you take your buy trades from there. Take your buy trades from there. That's for pounds JPY. US 100 gold, US 100 gold. Okay. This is gold on daily. We have the gold chart on daily. And of course, because the dollar has been bearish, we see gold has been bullish as well, Okay, and then recently we got a break above the last high at 2,500. We got a break above that point. If you also look at this trend line that I have here, price respected it quite a number of times. We have one here, we have the other point here, we have the third test right here. This one, a few pips close to that same level, and eventually we got a break above the trend line. You see it? We got a break above the trend line. And since we got that break above the trend line, price has stayed above it. Price has stayed above that trend line. Now, currently, price is retesting the trend line. Here, since price broke above the trend line, here, this red candle closed below it again, and then almost immediately, the next candle, we got a break back above the trend line. Okay. So for me, as long as price stays above that trend line, then I can expect price to continue to push higher, Now, number one, this recent high at 25.30, of course, is also resistant. All of this happening on the daily time frame. Now let's go lower. Let's go lower. Okay, and this is what we have on the 1 hour time frame. Sorry, let me check this trend line here. What's it for? Okay, I can take this out. All right, so this is that same trend line that I showed us on the daily time frame that started from here. You see it as far back as when? Let me check. Okay, sometime in April, that trend line, sometime in April. Okay, so back to 1 hour. And then this is that same trend line. So I said that as long as price stays above that trend line, then I can expect further push to the upside. So as it is right now, if we get a reversal pattern here, if we get a reversal pattern, talking about your bullish engulfing, bullish Arami, hammer, and the rest of the reversal candles or patterns, like your double bottom. If we get that, if we see some sort of pattern right here, then it will also be a good time to go long. It will also be a good time to go long. However, if eventually we get it close back below the trend line, and especially below 2,500, then we may expect price to push lower. We may expect price to push lower from that point. Okay, so that's it for gold. That's it for gold. Of course, I'm very much interested in gold. I watch it well because I trade gold. What's this line? Okay, that's a trend line. I'm gonna take this out. All right. Raining word. Euro USD. I think you joined early. I think you joined early, raining word. So you were here when we talked about Euro USD, I believe. So for this Euro USD, we want to look for opportunities to buy. We want to look for opportunities to go long, as long as price stays above the trend line support right here. The trend line support right here. All right. So this is USD JPY on daily. USD JPY on daily. USD JPY on daily. And then if you look at the JPY pairs, pounds JPY that we talked about earlier, we also saw this aggressive sell-off even on pounds JPY. You see it? We also saw that aggressive sell-off, and that's as a result of the intervention from the Japanese government. Okay. So looking at USD JPY, quite similar to what we have for pound JPY. Okay. So that sell-off, we got it from this high to this low point, and then we're seeing some correction, but it was tamed at 38.2 Fibo level, and then we got another push to the downside, now sitting at support, now resting at support. Now this is happening on the daily time frame. All of this is happening on the daily time frame. Okay, so where next from here? Let me try to use moving average to see what we have. Okay, still quite far. Okay, all right. So similar to what we have for pounds JPY, what we have for pounds JPY. But currently, we may not see much movement here. Don't forget, the dollar is currently very weak. It's currently very weak. It's currently very weak. So, but looking at the technicals on USD JPY, looking at the technicals on USD JPY, we may expect price to give us a full retracement back to 50% level or 61.8% stable level. Okay, so number one, if it stays above this support, if price stays above this support, then it can continue to push higher, from there. And on the other hand, if we do get a break back below this support level here, then we may expect further push to the downside, we expect further push down. All right, so that's for USD JPY. Joshua, you're still new. How do you place the trade, buy or sell? I don't know your location, but you may have to join one of the classes. You may have to join one of our classes, our physical classes, or you join online to understand the basics of placing buy or sell. Time will not permit us to go through that in this forum. Join one of the physical classes or join our online session. This is a Penske. I hope I got that right. On gold. Okay. You didn't catch that. Let's see. What was said on gold? So we started from here. We started from the daily chart. Okay. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing right now in manual dancing and then a Penske. Okay. We started here. We looked at this trend line. We have this ascending channel, which initially acted as resistance for the price of gold. The first attempt here as resistance, the second one right here, price pushed lower, the third one right here, price pushed lower again. And then a few pips here to that same resistance, price was rejected and then it pushed lower. And then again, eventually, we now got this break above the resistance. You see it? We now got a break with this candle. We got a break above the resistance. And then price pushed to 25.30. You see it here. You see this long wick pushed to 25.30. And then price again was quickly rejected. And we got a break below the trend line. And almost immediately the following day, a break back above the trend line. So as it is right now, it is bullish. It is bullish as long as it stays above this trend line. As long as it stays above this trend line, it is still bullish. However, of course, we cannot ignore this red candle that we have right now. So heading back to H1 time frame, this is H1 now. Okay, so we cannot ignore this temporary change in price right here. We cannot ignore this move. We cannot ignore this that we currently have. So if eventually we get a break below the trend line, this here is the same trend line that I was showing us on the daily time frame. If we get a break below that trend line, then we may expect to see further push to the downside. We may expect to see further push to the downside. But if price stays above this trend line and then we get a reversal pattern right at the current level, we get a reversal pattern here, then it will also present a good opportunity to buy, to present a good opportunity to take buy trades from there, to present a good opportunity to take buy trades from there. That's what was said for gold. That's what was said for gold. Alebode Isedu. Pardon me if I didn't pronounce that right. Yes, this your submission is correct. That submission is correct. But what would further confirm it? What would further confirm that? Of course, we can say this year is a fake is a fake out this year. Even me, I noted it with this rectangle, but our price came down, but almost immediately it is now back above that trend line. It is now back above that trend line. So until we get a break back below uh, this support, this trend line support, until we get a break back below that trend line support, that's the only time I'll be treating I'm trying to select this. Okay. That's the only time I'll be treating the whole of this level as a fake out. The whole of that level as a fake out. So if price closes back below that support. All right. So I hope you got it now. Penske and then Alebode Isedu. Ernest, you're welcome. Okay, we have oil here. Of course, there's been some tensions in the Middle East. So what do we have here? Okay, I was pointing out this 77 level to us. Last time I was here, I was pointing out this 77 level, and then we got a break below that level, and price pushed to the next support and was quickly rejected from there. Came back to the 50% Fibo level. Again, we saw a push back to that 77 level. And currently, price is now pushing higher. Okay. So let's see, this is happening on the daily time frame. This is happening on the daily time frame. So let's look at 1 hour or even 30 minutes. Okay, so on 1 hour, we have this consolidation, we have this sideways movement. In which direction is it going to break out? In which direction is it going to break out? What do we need to see? So we have price currently stuck between this support and then resistance somewhere here. Okay. So we don't know. As it is currently, we do not know. But of course, it has been in an uptrend. It has been in an uptrend. You see, it has been in an uptrend. So eventually here, we expect to see a breakout. We expect to see a breakout. Could be to the downside and could also be to the upside. Okay, so we need a breakout here before we have a clear direction. We need a breakout right there before we get a clear direction. If you are trading oil or you're looking to trade oil, you want to wait for that to happen. You want to wait for that to happen. Price has been mostly sideways. You see, price has been mostly sideways after this rally that we got there. Okay. KOB, one is the OPEC oil, the other one is the American oil. So this here is the OPEC. That WTI is the American oil, West Texas Intermediate. All right. So that's it for oil. That's it for oil. So the indices before we drop the curtain. US 30, US 100, US 500, we check them now, you see that they have almost similar patterns, almost the same patterns. Okay, so we talk about this and then we can apply this to the rest of the indices. Okay, so let me take this out. All right, so we got this aggressive sell-off right there. We got this aggressive sell-off, and then from this high to this low, you see it, and then we got this rejection. This long lower wick is highlighting that. And since that rejection happened, we've seen price push higher from that point. The same price push higher from that point. And as it is now, this is the golden ratio. This is the golden level, Fibonacci level, 61.8. So let's move down to this is 4 hours and this is 1 hour. Okay. So again, this has been mostly sideways. This has been mostly sideways. You see it? It has been mostly sideways. And even here, even at this point, this current recent price action that we see here is still sideways. Okay, so we have this support and then we have this resistance. So as it is right now, price is stuck within this range. Price is stuck within this range. So before any attempt to buy or sell, we need more clarity. We need more clarity. And that would happen if you get a close, if you get a breakout to the upside, or we get a breakout to the downside. But here, if I intend to go long here, then I need to see price break above that range. I need to see price break above that range before I can consider looking for opportunities to buy. I need price to break above that range. Okay, that's for US 100, which I have seen in the course of yeah, I've seen a lot of US 100 requests and we finally got to it. Adeshola Wasil, is it possible for one to use phone to draw Fibonacci and other instrument? Absolutely, you can use your phone. You can use your phone to draw Fibonacci. Yes, it is possible. Okay, that's Gabriel Rally Trade. All right, thank you very much for that. Okay. So I believe it's a good place to leave it for today. We have quite a number of assets that we've been able to look at to add to our watch list for today, It's been quite interesting and a lot is happening right now. Don't forget, 3 p.m., I believe, we have and high impact news for the dollar. And you may also want to take advantage of that. Like I said, it's a good place to draw the curtain. You can't use Messi or Lugo. You can't use your phone to draw Fibonacci. Okay. You may want to reach out to your account manager for guidance, or if you are close to any of the offices, you can just walk in to be attended to. Oyeshina, okay, I see your message. I'm going to drop my number right here, and then you can reach out to me after this session for your request. All right, so that's it. Again, my name is Tomiwa Agbola. I just dropped my phone number. Reach out to me after this session. Thank you very much for joining today. I hope we have a great trading week.